Hi, welcome to day one of our challenge. Today we are going to discuss Section 1 of the Labor Act 11 of 2007. Section 1 deals with the definition and interpretation of the Labor Act. So meaning that this section provides for the definition of words or terminologies that are used in the Act, at least some of them, and the meaning that must be given to those words as we study the Labor Act. So as we study and read the Labor Act, when we come across those words that are defined in Section 1, it means that the meaning that must be given to those words is the words that are contained or as defined in Section 1. So this section provides as follows. Arbitration means arbitration proceedings conducted before an arbitration tribunal established in terms of Section 85. We will discuss Section 85 on day 85. Arbitrator means an individual appointed as such in terms of Section 85. Collective agreement means an agreement concerning the terms and conditions of employment or any other matter of mutual interest concluded by one or more registered trade union on the one hand, and one or more employers, one or more registered employers organizations, or one or more employers and one or more registered employers organization on the one hand. Conciliation includes mediating a dispute, conducting a fact-finding exercise, and making an advisory award if it will enhance the prospect of settlement or the parties to the dispute agree. Conciliator means an individual appointed as such in terms of Section 82. We will discuss Section 82 on day 82. Committee for Dispute Prevention and Resolution means the committee established in terms of Section 97. We will discuss Section 97 on day 97. Dispute means any disagreement between an employer or an employer's organization on the one hand and an employee or a trade union on the other hand, which disagreement relates to a labor matter. Dispute of interest means any dispute concerning a proposal for new or changed conditions of employment, but does not include a dispute that this act or any other act requires to be resolved by adjudication in the labor court or other court of law or arbitration. Employee means an individual other than an independent contractor who works for another person and who receives or is entitled to receive remuneration for that work, or in any matter assists in carrying on or conducting the business of an employer. Employer means any person including the state and a user enterprise referred to in Section 128 subsection 1 who employs or provides work for an individual and who remunerates or expressly or tacitly undertake to remunerate that individual or permits an individual to assist that person in any manner in carrying or conducting that person's business. We will discuss Section 128 on day 128. Employers' organization means any number of employers associated together for the principal purpose of regulating relations between these employers and their employees or the employees' trade union. Essential service means a service the interruption of which would endanger the life, personal safety, or health of the whole or any part of the population of Namibia, and which has been designated as such in terms of Section 77. Again, we will deal with Section 77 when we get there. Essential Services Committee means the committee established in terms of Section 97. We will deal with that. Exclusive bargaining agent means a trade union that has been recognized as such in terms of Section 64. We will get there by day 64. Independent contractor means a self-employed individual who works for or renders services to a user, enterprise, or customer as part of that individual's business undertaking or professional practice. Individual means a natural person. Labor Commissioner means the individual appointed as Labor Commissioner in terms of Section 120. We will deal with Section 120 when we get there. Labor Court means the court referred to in Section 115. Labor Inspector means an individual appointed as a labor inspector in terms of Section 124. Legal practitioner means an individual admitted to the practice as a legal practitioner in terms of the Legal Practitioners Act 15 of 1995. Lockout means a total or partial refusal by one or more employers to allow their employees to work. If the refusal is to compel those employees or employees of any other employer to accept, modify, or abandon any demand that may form the subject matter of a dispute of interest. Medical practitioner means an individual who is registered as such in terms of the medical and dental professions, and also includes midwife and nurses that are appointed in terms of the Nursing Act 8 of 2004. Minister means the minister responsible for labor. Ministry means the ministry responsible for labor. Office bearer in relation to a trade union or employers organization means an individual other than an official who holds any office in that trade union or employers organization and includes members of committee of that trade union or employers organization. Official in relation to a trade union or an employers organization means a person employed as a secretary, assistant secretary, or any similar capacity whether or not in full-time capacity. Permanent secretary means the permanent secretary of the ministry responsible for labor. Now we need to again understand that every time they refer to permanent secretary in this act, they are actually referring to the executive director, because we do not have permanent secretaries anymore. Premises includes any building or structure or part of it, whether above or below the surface of the land or water, or any vehicle, truck, vessel, or aircraft. Prescribed means as prescribed by the regulations. This is to say that the regulations that are made in terms of the Labor Act. Public holiday means any public holiday referred to in or declared under the Public Holidays Act 26 of 1990. Registered in relation to trade union or employers organization means a trade union or employers organization registered in terms of Chapter 6. We will deal with Chapter 6 as we go. Remuneration means the total value of all payments in money or in kind made or owing to an employee arising from the employment of that employee. Spouse means a partner in a civil marriage or customary law union or other union recognized as marriage in terms of any religion or custom. Staff member means an individual defined as such in terms of the Public Service Act or Section 1 of that Act 13 of 1995. State includes a regional council, local authority, or anybody created by law over which the state or government of Namibia has some control because of shares held in or funds made available to that body by the state or government of Namibia. Strike means a total or partial stoppage, disruption, or retardation of work by employees if the stoppage, disruption, or retardation is to compel their employer or any other employer or any other employer's organization to which the employers belong to accept, modify, or abandon any demand that may form the subject matter of the dispute of interest. This act includes any regulation made under it. Trade union means an association of employees whose principal purpose is to regulate relations between employees and other employers. Wage commission means the commission referred to in terms of section 105. We will discuss that commission on day 105. Wage order means a wage order made in terms of section 13. We will discuss section 13. Thank you. Let us engage on the group, or even let's comment, let's discuss on this YouTube channel if you'd like to, or Instagram or our WhatsApp group.